You're looking live at Texas Motor Speedway for race number 24 of the SuperStar ARCA Cup Series. And it is the finale as well, the final race of the chase here in Fort Worth, Texas, as drivers now currently in practice. Here wrapping up in a few moments time. Sam Hoff, our point teacher coming in tonight, is currently on top of the board as well here in this practice session. Pretty much all he has to do is finish this race, and he will be crowned the champion of season number 3. So the championship is really his to lose at this point. Done everything he needed to do this season, and in this chase put himself on the top step here, possibly late in the last race of the season. We shall see. I think it could be official here in a few moments time, depending on how many drivers we have. But we'll have to double check here once we go out qualifying, see if he's officially the champion. Right now we're looking Jared Skinner here off of pit lane, down the back straight into turn number 3. See, rockets his way down into the front straight in turn number 1. So he goes through 3 and 4, mostly full throttle through that high banked section at Texas. Is coming to the stripe. He goes. He'll go up to P number, looks like 2 as of now. Thomas Spencer currently top of the board. He was pretty quick in practice, so he could definitely be one to watch out for. As Michael James now goes top of the board. Daniel Molnix will go second. As Spencer through 3 and 4, full throttle all the way on the gas there through 3 and 4, coming to the stripe. He does not go quicker on his second lap time. James Rex on his second lap. Here goes Molnix off at turn number 4. Complete his second timed lap. It is slower just by a bit. Sandra Senior goes up to second. Here comes Skylar Jones off at turn number 4. The stripe does not go quicker, it looks like there. Darren Wild up to 5th place there. Sam Hoff on the racetrack right now. Jordan Evans off right ahead of him on the virtual racetrack. 2.5 minutes left in qualifying. Across the stripe to 29.622. That puts him in 10th place as Kyle Linsky up to 6th. Dave August in 5th, wrecking the pit lane. Practicing his probably race result there. As here comes Connors Rosen. He's coming off of the pit lane, it looks like, as well. Michael James still on top of the board here. He only did 1 lap, and that looks like it should be enough here. A little bit under 90 seconds left to go in this session. Let's cross the check for Alex McQueen. Does he improve? Yes, he does. He goes up to 19th as Ryan Houston. Ryan Kate goes up to 6th. Ryan Houston on the racetrack as well, across the stripe. 4, 5, 6, that might be pulling. Yes, it is. He goes on top of the board here with under a minute left to go, as the Bosun, one of the few drivers left on the racetrack here. Maybe have a chance to take away that pole position here on this first timed lap for his 45 machine. On board here off of turn 4, close to the outside wall there. His stripe he goes. It's not good enough for pole, but it's good enough for the top 5 spot, I think. Yeah, it'll be right outside the top 5, actually 6th place. Will he improve on his second time to lap? Will he have time for a second time lap, actually? Well, 20 seconds left to go. He should have plenty of time to get an extra lap in here. Through 3 and 4. Hugging that white line there. Off of turn 4, 9 seconds to go. Now down to 5. Does he go quicker? No, he does not. He'll stay 6th place. So it looks like Ryan Howson will be on pole position here tonight for Texas Motor Speedway and for the finale as well. As now we have heat races coming up here in a few moments' time. It's 29 cars, it looks like, officially for tonight's race. I think that, I believe that clinches Imhoff's championship. I'll have to double check once we go into the main event in the warm-up session, but I believe that does clinch it though. These drivers green up for heat number 1. Should be a 10, yeah, it's a 10 lap race here, so 15 miles in total for these heat races. Ryan Howson does win the pole position here tonight. We'll take a quick look at our starting lap here tonight in a few moments' time. It's going to be still green up here for heat number 1. Waiting on a few more drivers. We get a better view of this one, but it looks like it'll be Hunter Senior on pole position here for heat number 1. Zio Walters will be in 2nd. 3rd will be Thomas Spencer. 4th will be Nate Bogus. 5th will be Kyle Linsky. 6th will be Jared Skinner. 7th will be Zach Stewart. 8th will be Craig Martin. 9th, Dustin Coggin. 10th, Albert Lopez. 11th, Dylan Lamp and Tate LaPrette in 8th or 12th. And round out the final row of the grid will be Tim McBasketball and Alex Anderson, who will be in EOL penalty here tonight as well. So he does not even grid up here for this heat race. We'll take a look at weather here for our heat race. It looks like this race will go into nighttime. Track temp a little bit too hot, pretty hot. Actually, looks like 95-degree track temp. 88-degree looks like to be air temp. And partly cloudy as well. It's also, like I mentioned, main event will go in the nighttime here. It's gonna be about almost 7 o'clock in sim time, 6:42 to be exact. Pace car or pace truck goes on the pit lane here. About to go green here and Fort Worth, Texas. The green flag is in the air. Hunter Senior with a good launch, but it kind of spun the tires. Looks like in the restart zone. I think Isaiah Walters will clear, maybe not on the turn number 1. Not quite though. Hunter Senior still on his left rear quarter panel. He'll slide his way through for the race lead here off of turn number 2. Hunter Senior working both lanes here. Out the back show at Texas. He'll clear off of turn 4, so Not quite, as they watch with a good run off of turn 4. And 1 and 2, a lot more banked than, excuse me, 3 and 4, a lot more banked than 1 and 2. 1 and 2, the inside lane definitely going to be the preferred line. 3 and 4, I think they'll be pretty even. I think you probably want to run the inside line just to save those tires, but no crossover move here from Isaiah Waltrus. It's going to work here. 3 and 4 is still side by side. Waltrus running that bottom white line there. Hunter Senior up top has the momentum. Does he have enough for a run though? Oh, half a car length ahead. Going down to number 1. Those are 3 wide behind Hunter Senior. Looks like as Nate Boggess has joined the picture here for a second. And looks like once again Hunter Senior breaking that draft down the back straight away. Now Nate Boggess up to second, but Isaiah Waltrus moving the inside line, pushing. He pushing him on the interior turn number 1, kind of watching him with the racetrack just a little bit. But the outside off of turn 2 still has a good enough run. He'll clear for seconds. It's Jared Skin, Isaiah Waltrus side by side for third. Top of turn 4, they go down to turn number 1, still side by side at third, halfway through this one about. Zach Stewart, Thomas Spencer side by side further on back. Spencer, like I mentioned, was pretty quick in practice. Did that translate into tonight's race as well, but looking really good so far in heat number 1. As you can hit Boggess looking for a move on the inside of Hunter Senior in the turn number 1 down the front straightaway. Will he be able to make it stick though? 11 not quite clear. He'll drive in a little bit deeper. He'll clear off exit, but I think Senior will have a good run here in tow of that 11 machine. Down the back straightaway they go. 3 wide action for on back. Zach Stewart being passed, looks like, by Dustin Coggin. There goes Thomas Sims to the inside of Jared Skin. Maybe a little door banging there. Oh, a little bit more door banging there off of turn number 2. So let's have the race here as well. Hunter Senior, Nate Boggess out in front. Senior on the inside, Boggess up top. Senior, they'll lead this lap here. 3 laps to go here in heat 1. Watch out for Isaiah Waltrus. He's still in tow here. Still is in picture. Maybe pull off this heat win here late in this race. Just 2 laps to go this time by. Still side by side for the race lead right now. And Boggess way up the racetrack. Allowed him to get a good run down the back straightaway though. Is there 3 wide now with a big move there for Isaiah Waltrus? 3 abreast. Door banging up top. That gets in the top. The 2 on the outside up the racetrack a little bit. Nate Boggess loses the most out of that one. White flag here this time by for heat number 1. Senior and Isaiah Waltrus side by side down in turn number 1. Senior sends in a deep 3 wide behind as well. Very aggressive racing here late in this race. Off of turn 2, the Senior clear. Yes, he will. Block a little bit down the back straight away. There's no wreck in the back. Big collision there. 4 cars involved down the back. Through 3 and 4. Hunter Senior will hold off. He started first and will end first here in heat number 1. And unfortunately there, Nate Boggs caught up in that wreck, blown up. He's going to finish in dead last in 13th place after fighting for the race win. Had a chance late as well. So we have a view right here of what happened exactly to Nate Boggess. Oh yes, we will not, because... Okay, well... Anyways, we'll... see if we can, though. I think we should be able to... There you go. So this is in the turn... This is in the turn 3 and 4. Bogging up the racetrack. 3-wide move from Isaiah Waltrus. Kind of... It worked out for the 11 machine. He fell back quickly down the 4th at this point. Now on the 5th, 6th even as well. Just getting beaten from behind pretty much. And there goes... Looks like a 33 machine there. I think that's Karlinski's. They're 3 wide there, almost 4 wide. And it looks like Greg Martin, Thomas Mitchell, Herlinski all involved there. I think Herlinski kind of just... They're pretty much 4 wide at that point. 4 wide Texas just probably is not going to work out the best for the most part. As we'll take a quick look at our starting lineup here for heat number 2 as we roll off here down to turn number 1 and 2. So on pole position here for heat number 2, it's going to be Daniel Mullix, and Connors Bozen will be alongside of him in second. Third will be Donnie Kite, fourth will be Sam Hoff. Fifth will be Alan Wild, sixth will be Tony Allison. Seventh will be Skylar Jones, eighth will be Ruben Rodas. Ninth will be Jordan Warnock, 10th will be Alex McQueen. 11th will be Christian Schweger, 12th will be Jordan Evans. At our field here, 13 drivers will be Carl Cantones. In 13th place there on the tail end of the field. Race car off in the pit lane. We're about to go green here. And green flags in the air. We're back underway here at Texas Motor Speedway for heat number 2. As Bozen with a good launch on the outside line. It's not good enough for Daniel Mullix as he'll clear down in the turn number 1 and 2. Game off will clear for third on Donnie Kite as he was looking for second there early on in this heat race. Go side by side here for second place is Hoff. He'll clear here off of turn number 4. It looks like, yes, he will. Top 3 single file out. Donnie Kite still side by side with Tony Allison. Allison almost cleared from Kite, but not quite. Kite with a little bit of side drop there on the entry to turn number 1. Still side by side for that 4th place position. Tony Allison, Donnie Kites. Also side by side behind Alan Wild. And it looks like Ruben Rose as well. Top there just a little bit from the rest of the field at this moment. So everyone kind of just single files out for the most part right now, as I think these drivers are a little bit more calm than they were. It seems like in heat number 1. So they're rocking their way down to turn number 3 at this moment. Drew looks like a big hit in the outside wall for Connors Bozen off of turn 4. Turn 4 is probably definitely one of the most trickiest corners here at Texas Motor Speedway. With how much sturdier he's experiencing right now from the drivers in front of him, definitely is a tricky corner to get right, especially the exit there on to the quad oval. Still single out here, 4 laps to go though. Side by side there for one back. It's Tony Allison and Donnie Kite. Kite on the top side. Allison on the bottom. Alan Wild actually right there in the background as well. Three laps to go now here at Texas. Heat number 2. Taking Skylar Jones inside of Tony Allison. Up the racetrack goes Allison a little bit here. With 2 laps to go this time by. Will we see a fight for the race lead here in a few moments' time? As we're still side by side for 7th on back. And now here comes Sam Hoff to the inside for the race lead off of turn number 2. Alongside the Morks coming to the left flag this time by. Off to the inside. Can he clear on the exit turn 4? Not quite. Morks said, quote, shove him down there just a little bit. Pinch him down. Off of turn number 4. It looks like Morks with a little bit better run there. Right flagging there this time by. And they're side by side behind these 2 leaders as well. Connors Bozen and Donnie Kite. Hoff had to back off. Here comes Kite to the inside. They're going to be 3 abreast. Down the back straight for a second. Kite slots in line. Same with Hoff. So here comes the Bozen. Big run. Will he make the move? Does not have the momentum. It looks like to do so. Hoff for turn number 4. Morks starts racing first. And he'll end the race in first is directly behind. Tony Allison. Skylar Jones will spin across the line in 6th and 7th. So that was a pretty calm race compared to heat number 1. It seems like they're Team Morks gets it done there late at the end to pick up the heat number 2 win. So the drivers now get a little bit of a break themselves and do a little bit of a warm-up session. We'll get a step side, get a break ourselves here from Texas Motor Speedway. We're back live here at Texas Motor Speedway for the main events here for the finale. The SuperStar ARCA Cup Series. The last race in the ARCA Cars as well here for the SuperStar ARCA Cup Series. We'll take a quick look. Our starting lap here for tonight's race. Reinhausen earlier won the pole position earlier tonight. Alongside him will be Michael James in second. Third will be Hunter Sr. Fourth will be Jalen Monks, both our heat race winners. Isaiah Walters will be fifth, Connors Bosey in sixth. Seventh will be Jared Skinner, eighth will be Sam Hoff. Ninth will be Dustin Coggin, 10th will be Donnie Kite. 11th will be Zach Stewart, 12th will be Alan Wild. 13th will be Albert Lopez, and 14th will be Tony Allison. 15th, Tate Lapretta. 16th, Skylar Jones. Dylan Lamp, 17th, Alex McQueen in 18th. Then basketball in 19th, Jordan Warnock in 20th. 21st, Thomas Spencer, 22nd, Ruben Rodas. 23rd, Kyle Lewinsky, Carl Contanos will be 24th. 25th, Craig Martin, Jordan Evans 26th. Nate Bogus 28th and Christian Schwager 20th. Nate Bogus 27th, Christian Schwager 28th. And Alex Anderson will be 29th, and he will be Ewell penalty as well. Same with Dustin Coggin, I believe a drive through for him. I do believe so, yes. As we'll take a quick look at our weather here before we go green here for 175 laps in total. 89-degree track temp, 8 p.m. Currently in Sim, so it's time to go to nighttime here. See the sun is setting here in Fort Worth, Texas. This field is ready to go here for the finale. We crown the champions tonight, and also the rest of the chase drivers have a chance to claw their way back inside maybe the top 5 and also battle for second as well between a few drivers in the moment. This truck in the pit lane and green flags in the air. We are underway here for the finale at Texas. Lap 1 is complete. Right there, so 3-wide action here, fill up ahead. Collins goes in side by side with Sam Hoff on a 0-0 machine. So off back to the inside of Zabosian. That is for 7th. Around 6th and 7th right there. As now South up ahead. Reinhausen, Hunter Sr. Alex Anderson, Dustin Coggin down pit lane. So Michael James looking inside Reinhausen. As the front 2 drivers kind of lost their positions here. Hunter Sr., who won heat number 1. They're good early on in this race as well. Now here comes Isaiah Walters, Michael James in the battle here for seconds. Just side by side off of turn at number 2. James tries a side draft off of turn 2. Looks like Houston with a good run down the back straight away. Now Isaiah Walters using that draft to his advantage. Pull alongside Michael James here off of turn number 4. top two have kind of pulled away from the rest of the field as they'll watch this final and clears Michael James there for third. Still side by side here for fifth and sixth. That's Daniel Monks and Zach Stewart. Monks won heat number 2. He's falling back a couple of positions here. Zach Stewart up 6 spots. Early on in the 7-lap rate that we ran so far. The inside of these guys go, still duking out here for around a little bit deeper in these single-digit positions. 7th, 8th, and 9th. Most move out throughout most of the field quickly here at Texas. Not a very multi-group racetrack like last week at Auto Club. Very single groove for the most part. Was a very fast racetrack though in its own right. Skyler Jones on Wild side by side here. The Wild will clear for Jones for 10th. So Zach Stewart spinning on the inside there. On each turn number 1, will that bring out yellow? It is not so far. Doesn't look like the yellow lights are on. Let's look. Yeah, no caution lights on for that one. We stay green here at Texas. Not sure what happened to that 77 machine. I just lost it in turn 3 and 4, excuse me. Clip the apron, shot the racetrack, just a little loose there. Worn out tires just a little bit. Clip through pit lane, clip through the grass. As dirt on his tires right there, tries to turn and just gets snappy loose. Locks it down, barely hits the inside wall though. But we stay green though as he'll bring it down pit lane. Field number 14. As we look at the rest of the field flying by here in turn number 1. Well, actually, you're going back as Donnie kind of inside of Alan Wild. This is for 9th place here. Skyler Jones as well, good run through. Front straight in the quad oval. Get to the inside, Donnie Kite, he'll clear. It looks like what will be for 9th, but Kite going to get a good run off the exit of turn 2. Alongside there, but Jared's gonna get around Daniel Molnick's there. As for 6, and Donnie Kite will stay ahead of Skylar Jones, and Jones clips the apron. Up to racetrack, Jones goes. Now looks like Jimmy Mullock side by side with Jared Skinner. 6th and 7th. Mullock will clear here off turn number 2 of Jerry Skinner. Skinner will slot himself in line 7th. There's a good battle for the race lead. Ryan Houston to the inside of Hunter Sr. Side by side here on turn number 2. Senior, does he have enough of a run down the back straightaway? Yes, he will. He'll stay in front for now. Ryan Houston is pouncing here in the lap number 20. Inside goes Connors Bosin on Jared Skinner. Skinner will fall down to 8th place. Top 8 kind of pull away from the rest of the field. Tyler Jones, about 1.5 seconds back, so 3 wide here. This is for 10th place. Cat on the inside. Zach Stewart in the middle. He's a lap down car though. Alan Law will take advantage of that one. He'll go down on the outside, move himself up in the top 10 spot. Here comes Tony Allison. Once again, 3 wide here off a turn at number 2, but this is actually all 4 position. Alan Wild, Tony Allison, Donnie Kite. So Allison will clear Donnie Kite there off a turn at number 4. Donnie Kite not to give it up too easily. He's going off of turn number 2. He has a momentum. He has a run. Will he take it? Yes, he will. And can he clear for turn number 4? Not quite. Oh, it's very close. These drivers really battling hard here for 11th place. So once again to the inside goes Donnie Kite. Back up front on Wild 9th and 10th as actually Hunter Senior was kind of pulled away from Ryan House and challenged for a moment there. We got a good gaggle of cars here duking out here for, looks like it's going to be at third place position. Actually had Zach Stewart lap down cars, so he's got to get those drivers some dirty air as well. Could play a factor. Some decisions. I think pit stops will be happening here shortly. They've been green ever since the drop of the green flag. Around 30 laps here, so your window could be opening up here in a few moments time as Michael James side by side with Thomas Rosen will clear off turn number 2. There's Simhoff, Daniel Mollix right there as well in the picture. Was Hoff bit loose off of turn number 2. Isaiah Walters doesn't have enough momentum to take advantage of that one. But look at Ryan House, he's really catching up to Hunter Senior in these past few laps. The gap has really shrunk down to around 0.3 of a second. Seems like Senior with that dirty air getting affected by Zach Stewart, who just passed him on those fresher tires. Could be affecting a race leader currently, slowing down just quite a bit. Allow Ryan House to maybe catch up to him here late in this run. Some pit stops happening up here already, but side by side here for seconds. Here goes Daniel Mollix to the inside of Ryan House, and through 3 and 4, Mollix may have a little bit of a tire advantage here. As Mollix will clear off a turn on the entry to turn number 1 there. Now I'm not sure where he goes. So it's Troy Evans there, lap down car we pitted a little earlier. Sonia Allison, Ruben Rose on pit lane. The pit stops are happening here. Will we see anyone bring out pit lane in the top 5? Yes, we will. See Isaiah Walters further on back. Jared Skinner looks like as well. Down pit lane, gotta make sure you get slowed down in time. Texas is a very hard pit lane. You get slowed down, especially with that quick turn 3 and 4 are. I have a lot of ample opportunity to slow down. As there goes our race leader, Hunter Sr. down pit lane. Got will it down. Gotta get down the pit road speed. Oh no, spinner! That's Ryan Houston spinning. The 98 mission around he goes. He'll lose quite a bit of time on the edge of the pit lane. Just locked her up and spun it around. But Danny Walt's currently our race leader right now. There's more drivers there: Alan Wild, Thomas Pitzer, Kyle Linsky, Carl Cantonis, Craig Morin, Christian Schweger down pit lane. Looks like Ryan Houston pit road's penalty there. Maybe an unsafe pit road entry. But side by side here, Hunter Sr. and it looks to be Isaiah Waltrus side by side here off of turn number 2. This could be for the race lead once this all cycles out here. Isaiah Waltrus will clear though down in turn number 3. I think he'll be a race leader once this all clears out. Smolnick's down pit lane, Zabosian down pit lane, Michael James off of pit road, so it looks like Isaiah Walters will be a race leader like I mentioned once this is all said and done. Oh, battling on further back, looks like maybe Sam Hoff gonna run a lap car there. Of Timmy Basketball, he was a bit loose off of turn number 2. So Hunter Sr. all the back bumper there of Isaiah Waltrus. For the race lead, everyone has pitted there. Just being able to get around Isaiah Waltrus there. Waltrus a little bit older tires though, that's going to affect him quite a bit, as Senior on that first opening run was able to go pretty good on his tires, and he seemed really good on the long run as well. It's kind of where he was able to pull away from most of the field, it seemed like. Right now, the driver's pretty spread out, close about on the racetrack, it looks like. So between Christian Schweger and Jordan Evans, there's side by side here for 19th and 20th. Up ahead, Ruben Rhodes. Side by side here with Taylor Perna. So here comes Thomas Mitchell as well. He's on a little bit fresher tires, currently in 17th place, side by side as well as Jordan Warnock. Sam Hoff catching up to Isaiah Walters here for second as well. Jared Skinner as well in the picture here. Three-way battle for second here in a few moments' time. So you have some more battling here for on back. Thomas Minter and Jordan Warnock. Still side by side Ruben Rhodes as well, Thomas Spencer and Jordan Warnock side by side. Reinhausen, one of the quickest drivers so far tonight, won the pole position earlier tonight as well, having that penalty here early on. Still has quite a bit of time to rebound, so 125 laps to go. So a lot of time to rebound from this race, but you'll need a caution or two to get back into this one. That pit road speeding penalty. There it goes. Looks like Jared Skinner on the inside of Isaiah Walters, who was able to get around Sam Hoff. Is there side by side here for second? Jared Skinner on the inside, Isaiah Walters on the outside. They're clear there off of turn at number 2. Can Sam Hoff get around Isaiah Walters right now? Doesn't look like he's quite able to right at this moment. Still side by side here for third. Hoff finally get around. This 60 machine, almost some contact there. Up the racetrack they both go, and here comes Daniel Moix as well, joining this picture here for the top 3 position. Hoff will clear off the turn 2 as the Walters now slots in line for 4th. Here comes Daniel Moix, who has freshest tires out of all 3 of them. Pitted 17 laps ago compared to these other drivers who pitted 20 laps ago. So here goes Moix, the inside of the racetrack there. You're clear there off turn number 4. Moix not the inside of Sam Hoff. Remember, he has those fresher tires. They're clear there. Hoff still under attack from Isaiah Walters as well. There goes Moix to the inside there of Jared Skinner as he moves himself up to 2nd place here. He has a little bit fresher tires compared to Hunter Sr. Can he maybe closing that gap from that 12 machine here in about the halfway point in this run? And now it looks like Hoff, Isaiah Walters, Jared Skinner, and Daniel Moix very close together. And actually catching up to a race leader of Hunter Sr., who had to work his way through some lap traffic here a couple laps ago. So they have to work their way through lap traffic as well. As Moix doing a good job so far. It's on the inside there of Jordan Evans. So he goes joint third gear into the inside there. About 99 machine of Carl Cantona's. So here comes Isaiah Watrous on that bumper of Jared Skinner. Wild now, South Sam Hobbs actually off down pit lane, excuse me. Off down pit lane. So second green flag pit stop of the night for Hoff. I believe the first one in the top 10 to pits. Nate Poggis down pit lane as well. Looks like Hunter will be bringing it down pit lane this time by as Daniel Wilkes was catching him these past few laps. So Wilkes could definitely be one to watch out for here late. There goes Anderson off for pit lane, no penalty for him. Winwell Molnick's now coming out pit lane. Looks like he's coming down. Not this time. Side by side there, Tony Allison. And Daniel Mullins still clear off a turn forward. Right now the goal for Mullins is not to lose too much time worrying about this lap traffic. That's Alan Wild. He's coming down pit lane this time by from third. So Alan Wild losing it. On into pit lane, did he get down in speed and time? No, he did not. Speed penalty there for the 07 machine. So pit road speed is a problem so far tonight. Craig Martin and Karolinski down pit lane as well. Danny Morks to stay on an extra few more laps. How much longer can he go out? Morks finally comes down pit lane officially. It's Thomas Finch down pit lane as well. And same with Connor as opposing that 45 machine. It looks like Hunter Senior will be our race leader after this pit cycle. Once again, he's out in front. As we're not quite at the halfway point yet. It's about 12 laps or so away from that one. Around lap 87, I believe. So Hunter Senior still leads over the rest of the field here on lap 77. See if anyone can really challenge him in this race. It will definitely be tough though for that pole machine. Stay in front here, especially with all this lap traffic around him, getting involved in that dirty air. Don't want to burn up his tires too much. And we saw how good Daniel Mullis was late in that run. If he can get around the lap traffic and these drivers ahead quicker, 21 machine definitely could be dangerous here. Late in this race, still, like I mentioned, a long ways to go. We're not even at the halfway point quite yet. One of the longest races of the season. Night. So there goes Daniel Mullis to the inside of Isaiah Waltrus. Now he's up to 4th place. He has a little bit of a gap here. So try to claw that race lead down from Hunter Senior. I think Daniel Mullis has the best shot of maybe challenging that 12 machine, being a little bit off schedule on his pit stops. Definitely probably the more unique one as well right now. So we're working lap number 80 right now. And Mullis around 4 seconds back from our race leader. He's about 5 laps for tires in that 12 machine up ahead. And last time by, he was about 10th quicker than Hunter Senior. As looks like Jared Skinner right there, Sam Hoff. Look at Daniel Mullis. He's closed that gap down a little bit, about 2 tenths quicker last time by than Hunter Senior. You'll have to pay probably around, I think maybe 2 or 3 more times. They paid 9 laps ago. I mean, they can go around, around 35 to 37 laps on a tank of fuel. We'll get a little handy dandy calculator here as we're coming up to the halfway point right now at this moment. So. So they should actually have to pit maybe 3 times. It'll be very close, actually. I think on a 2-stop race. But Sam Hoff, Jared Skinner are close together here, fighting for the lap traffic of Ryan House. And unfortunate for him, this thing has gone green the whole way. You really need a caution probably earlier in this race. Currently he's like 3 laps down. Maybe he got another pit road speeding penalty actually last time by on pit lane, so his night has gone from good to worse, at the worst I guess. And from pole position he's looking promising. He's opening laps, he's looking pretty good, and just first cycle just sped on pit lane, spun out on pit lane, sped on pit lane as well, or they've had an unsafe pit entrance and just went crashing down from there. But I mentioned we just got to the halfway point in this race, so it's still a long way to go here tonight at Texas. And here comes Daniel Marks, the inside here of Jared Skinner, already up to second place. 3 seconds back here of Hunter Sr. He'll clear Jared Skinner down there. That's right now, so we'll clear him. But out in front there, Daniel Mullins is really chasing down that race leader. Hunter Sr. stuck in traffic right now currently. Looks so closing the gap down. He's working his way through the lap traffic as well. It's tough for him to get through it quickly enough to do much. Name off. Jared's getting close together here. Hoff was one of the first drivers to come out pit lane. He's kind of lost a little bit of momentum with those older tires. Not helping him in this case out right now currently. But right now he's in championship mode right now, in championship contention easily. I think he has clinched it though. I don't believe he had enough drivers tonight for there to be a difference. If he easily runs inside the top 5 tonight, he will easily be the champion of season number 3. Still 79 laps to go, so anything can happen, but it'll be challenging. He's definitely challenging, I think, it's hit for him to lose this championship at this moment. But like I mentioned, anything can happen here. So his drivers pit 20 laps ago, so pit stops will probably be happening in the next 10 laps or so, actually less than that even. Back up front, Jalen Mullick's really pulling in. Hunter Senior a gap under a second and a half right now currently. Senior has to be worried right now how close that 21 machine is. So 74 laps to go. Mullins has closed the gap down under a second. 6/10 is the gap now. Here comes Mullins to the inside of the race lead. He's caught Senior, but can he catch him? Lap traffic behind them. Skylar Jones, he's on the first row tires. That won't affect Daniel Mullins as he takes the race lead away from Senior. And right now, Hunter Senior has to be very worried. I think he might be coming out pit lane this time by if I was him. And yes, he is. He knows Mullins has a strategy call, but Nate Boggess right in front of him, he slows him down. Might have slowed down just a little bit. Hunter Senior penalty. Hunter Senior speeding on pit lane. And it goes, wow. He dominated majority of this race tonight, leading majority of the laps. These speeds with 70 laps to go. Now Daniel Molnick's in the race lead with 70 laps to go. And we still have, it looks like it'll be most likely two more pits, maybe one more pit stop here for Daniel Molnick's. Depending, there are two more, I guess, after this, or two more including this one, but he could maybe make this a two-stop race. Some of the drivers will have to pit maybe 3 times. When will Daniel Molnick come down pit lane? We've already seen a few drivers come down pit lane. Pretty much the whole field has. But can Molnick stretch it out as much? How long can he stretch it out for? Molnick stretching this out quite a bit down lap 65 to go. Looks like he's going to bring it in this time by as I believe Jared Skinner will be a race leader once the top 3 come down pit lane. Ahead of Sam Hobb and Isaiah Waltrus from the 63 laps to go this time by. Thomas Spencer staying on an extra lap. It looks like it was coming down this time by. So Jared Skinner will be a race leader right now. Sam Hoff in tow behind him. Daniel Molnick looks like he's going to be around only a second back. He's got 7 lap first retires. I mean, I think Daniel Molnick, if this thing goes green the rest of the way, he's definitely on the winning strategy right now with 63 laps to go. They're just right behind Donnie Kite. For those drivers' teammates right now. No, Hoff has a good run off for turn number 2. He's going to push that 7 machine down the back short lane by Tony Allison. Isaiah Waltrus also in the wings there as well. He may look for a move here on Sam Hoff. Group room 4. So there goes one. Sorry by Jared Screener quickly here. 5 laps into his tire run, and man, right now, this is going to be tough for the rest of the field to maybe catch up to that 2021 machine. Right now, he really has his strategy handled nicely. Some battles here filling back as Hunter Sr. trying to work his way back. He's still in that 10th place position, even with that penalty that he had on his last pit stop 13 laps to go. You get a late race caution, he definitely has a chance to maybe do something here. Would not be surprised at all. He can maybe find a way to do something and possibly work his way back up to that lead lap. You do have a late race caution. He's currently not the lucky dog though, Tony Allison is, but Tony Allison has a little bit older tires than Hunter Sr. Seems only about 2.7 seconds back. So if he can catch up to that Ford machine and be in lucky dog position, he just needs that one caution to get back right into this race. And he's been really quick overall tonight, so definitely something to watch out for there. Now Jared's going closing on that gap there on Isaiah Waltrus. Here with 50 laps to go. So should have one more final pit stop most likely tonight. The Molnix is about 1 second lead over Isaiah Waltrus. Sam Lap has fallen back in fourth place quite a bit, and this field really spread out for the most part here. With under 50 laps to go, this thing has been green the whole 127 laps so far. We'll see if we get a late race caution though. Those things always seem to happen, maybe possibly at some moments. Tony Allison side by side, Christian Schweiger there for 10th place. Schweiger will get around Allison, as Allison has to pit here in a few laps, so you'll have to do another pit stop after this one, so you'll have to do 2 more pit stops here in total. It's going to cost him quite some time being on pit lane for an extra stop. The rest of the field, though, they should only have to do 1 more stop tonight, I believe. They can make it to the end. His caution is out on the racetrack. Late race caution. That changes everything. It's Carl Cantona is on the front straightaway, destroyed with under 43 laps to go. And that changes everything, and it's going to be very close on fuel as well. That is not what Daniel Mullins wanted to see there, and some drivers already down pit lane during that caution. Looks like, and actually Hunter Sr. as well. It's not going to be the lucky dog candidate, but wow, that changes everything. We'll see what happens to that 99 machine. Destroyed front end. Oh, that's a little bit too far there, but so side by side Tony Allison there. Up the racetrack he goes in the outside wall. Right down the Allison Harding outside wall there as well. He comes to stop here on the front straightaway. Isn't it? Will end early as well. As here they come down pit lane. Expecting all these front runners to come out pit lane. Daniel Monks has a little bit of a gap between him and Isaiah Waltrus, so I think no matter what happens, no matter how good or bad his pit stop is, he'll come out in the race lead. And there goes Daniel Molnix there, off of pit road. He'll stay in the race lead for now. So we'll take a quick little break when we'll be back once these gyros go back green here from Texas Motor Speedway. Back live here at Texas Motor Speedway, about to go green here. 39 laps to go. Pace truck off in the pit lane. Daniel Monks on the outside line. Isaiah Waltrus on the inside line. Into the restart zone to go. Green flag is in the air. Back on the way here at Texas Motor Speedway. Monks with a good launch into turn number one. He'll clear easily. As side by side for the back, Craig Moore with the penalty there. We'll see if that gets cleared by race control as they rocket themselves down to turn number 1 and 2. Only it looks like 8 cars on the lead lap here, so a bunch of drivers staying out on older tires, trying to get their laps back. It's going to be very tight on fuel as well, I believe. Drivers, I think, may have to save a little bit of fuel if they want to make it a one-stop race. It's going to be 39 laps to go. Now 38 on this tank of fuel, so I don't think they can make it to the end. Battle here for the race lead rages on. Skyler Jones in contention here in 4th. Sam Hoff down further in 6th place. Single file for most of the field here in the top 6 or 7 or so. They worked their way down the back straightaway here of Texas Motor Speedway. So far for the most part here, 35 laps to go. I think that's going to be the number these drivers probably going to split this late race caution in half, kind of like a little late race stage, I would say. So follow through most of the field right now here currently. The top six have really pulled away from the rest of the field, led by Daniel Molnix, and one of those drivers actually are Nate Boggess. He's one lap down. He's actually currently in the lucky dog position. Undershooting down pit lane. He was one of the drivers I mentioned who stayed out on these older tires, trying, just hoping, praying that there would be a caution, early caution here. Just not able to get it. He's going to have to come down pit lane and go a lap down there. Stop car on the way there. It looks like Ruben Rodas there. Seeing Wilkes will go dotted on the inside and avoid him. So right now the top two Colin pulling away now, Daniel Molnix and Isaiah Waltrus. And on these tires for about 12 laps, looks like Daniel Molnix, Isaiah Waltrus doing a little bit better tire saving. Better drivers behind them. They also have the quickness here as well. Wilkes continues to kind of pull away a little bit of a gap here, using that dirty air to his advantage. And Nate Boggess not being too aggressive here as a lap down car. Right behind Skyler Jones. One of these drivers, like I mentioned, will have to probably pit one more time tonight. As there we go. Daniel Molnix now pitting with Isaiah Waltrus with 25 laps to go this time by. And a little bit earlier than I anticipated. I would assume they would kind of split around 20 and 20. But looks like Connor's building around the outside. He'll take the races away from Jared Skinner here late in this run. Skylar Jones still has a chance as well. And Nate Boggs and Lone Machine not exactly on the lead lap, just hoping for that late race caution and gain that lucky dog position. So here's Jared Skinner now down pit lane. So now Skylar Jones here leads as Christian Schweiger penalty on pit lane for 38 machine. So how long will Skylar Jones stay out for? Smelling has for around 20 laps in total. 21 laps to go this time by. We got the pit though with Jared Skinner taking fuel only. Just noticed that one, fuel only. We're at 7 machine. That's an interesting call. He has currently a 3.5 second lead over Daniel Moix, who just gets around Isaiah Waltrus and Jordan Warnock as well. They were 3 wide there for a moment there. As a surprise, no one took 2 tires on that last pit stop. Not for sure someone would, but fuel only for Jared Skinner would definitely come into play here. Warnock struggling there further behind, but Warnock's pulling away from Isaiah Waltrus. But can he catch up to Jared Skinner in time? Thomas Spencer has to pit, Nate Bogus has to pit, Sam Hoff has to pit. Same with Skylar Jones. Are they saving fuel? We'll go on board here with this 48.7 machine. Not much fuel saving going on for those 2 drivers, so I think it's still going to come down pit lane sometime. Probably have to be the next lap or so. Maybe they do fuel only as well. him off all with the back bumper of Skylar Jones here with 14 laps to go. Both of these drivers do still have to come down pit lane at least one more time. Bog is kind of challenging these guys as well. But there's Jared Skinner. He's going to get checked up a little bit from these guys up ahead. And there's a big pack of cars. Daniel Mullox, Isaiah Walters, Connors Rosen on his tail as well. Chasing that 7 machine down. So here comes the rest of the drivers. That's Daniel Mullox, Isaiah Walters, Connors Rosen in the picture here. But Jared's going to have a little bit of buffer now between him and those drivers. Between them is Sam Hoff and Skylar Jones. As looks like not much of a challenge there for Daniel Mullox. He'll get by. 9 laps to go this time by. Skylar Jones, Sam Hoff still have to come down pit lane at least one more time. Most likely, I don't believe they saved enough fuel to make it to the end. So now Daniel Mullox all over the back bumper of Jared Skinner. He's going to look to the inside. Skinner, no tires. And that's going to be no problem for Daniel Mullox as he goes to the inside off of turn number 2. Like he'll most likely clear in the turn number 3. It looks like Skinner with a good run on the entry of turn 3. He just does not have the grip through 3 and 4 way at the racetrack. He goes into marbles. They lose 1, 2, maybe even 3 positions here off of turn number 4. This is effectively for the race lead. If the drivers behind has a blown up engine, it looks like sounds like someone blew up engine maybe on pit lane. But I don't believe Sam Hoff is saving fuel. We'll go on board here with that 0 machine. Little pit stop there. Skylar Jones spinning around. Sam Hoffer's around as well. That might bring out the yellow. Skylar Jones, I guess, just not signal he was coming out of pit lane. Major contact between those two drivers. So we'll take a quick replay of that one before. Yeah, it looks like Skylar Jones hits the brakes. Sam Hoff not expecting it at all, but Daniel Mullox will be our race leader once they get by here on the front straightaway with 5 laps to go. The top 3 under a blanket. I just don't think Isaiah Walters will have enough momentum to catch up to that 21 machine. Unless he needs some help from Connors Bozen out back. Here's getting pretty much locked in 4th place at this point. But Sam Hoff will be the champion tonight. Officially. Hoff off the pit lane, and same with Skylar Jones. Has 4 laps to go this time by here at Texas Motor Speedway. 6 miles to go as well. With the racetrack goes Tony Allison. It's coming 2 laps to go this time by, the last 2 laps of the season here at Texas. Can Isaiah Waltrus pick up another win here late on the final race of the season, the last race in the ARCA Cars? And Daniel Mullins hold off once again. Isaiah Waltrus with a good run off a turn at number 2. Down the back straightaway they go. Coming to the white flag of this time by. Off a turn 4, no cautions out. White flag in the air for Daniel Mullins. One more time around here at Texas. As Isaiah Waltrus have something for him, he hits the wall on the entry to turn at number 1. But he has a good run off of turn 2. Mullins overshoots the corner. It's going to be side by side here down to turn 3 and 4. Connors Bozen pushing that 60 machine out in front. Isaiah Waltrus has the nose out ahead. Mullins on the outside trying to make it work. It's going to be a drag race here off of turn 4. They're side by side at the line. Drag race to the line. It's going to be Isaiah Waltrus by a nose. Gets the finale win here at Texas Motor Speedway. And he'll pick up the final win of the ARCA Cars here in the SuperStar ARCA Cup Series. And he'll pick up his 2nd win of the season as well. But more importantly, Sam Hoff in 7th place will win the Season 3 championship as well. His first championship in SuperStar ARCA history for him. And it's Isaiah Waltrus' 2nd win as well in the SuperStar ARCA Cup Series in general. His first one coming up earlier this season. Earlier this season, excuse me, at Kentucky. Another similar racetrack to Texas. It's whole top 3 burning down. Sam Hoff has joined in here as well. Burn down with them. Came off celebrating his championship over there by himself. Drivers continue to celebrate their wins and championships will subside here from Texas. We'll be right back here on the Legends Racing Network. Back here live from Texas Motor Speedway. We'll take a quick look at our race results here. Finale at Texas. Zero will be a race winner, and Daniel Malk second, Connors Rosie in third, Jared Skinner fourth on the no tire strategy call there late. Skylar Jones in fifth, Hunter Sr. sixth, coming back from that pit road penalty. Sam Hoff in seventh, Donnie Kite in eighth, Thomas Mitchell ninth, and Jordan Warnock will round out the top 10. Alan Weil will be 11th, Ruben Rose 12th, Christian Schweiger 13th, Jordan Evans 14th, Tony Allison 15th, Tigler Basketball 16th, Dylan Lamp 17th, Alex McQueen 18th, Nate Bogus 19th, and Zach Stewart in 20th. 21st, Ryan House, our pole sitter. An unfortunate penalty as well and spin as well on his first few pit stops, as Craig Martin will be 22nd, Carl Cantonis 23rd, Dustin Coggin 24th, Michael James 25th, Carl Linsky 26th, Tate 27th, Arbor Lopez 28th, and Alex Anderson in 29th place. So we'll speak to our championship driver first of Sam Hoff. He continues to burn down on the front straightaway. Hello, Sam. You got a copy?
Got a copy. What's up, Talon?
So you pick up 7th here, but most importantly, you win the championship here tonight at Texas officially. How does that feel here tonight?
It feels amazing. We finally got a championship done. It's been a lot of leagues, a lot of fun, but this is the first championship, so I'm just happy to be celebrating it. It kind of feels surreal, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, bigger picture, you had a really good chase. I think probably one of the better chase that we've had. Obviously, we've only had 2 seasons of the chase, but probably one of the best chase runs we've seen in a long time in the 2 seasons we've had it. So, just talk us through your night overall and also the season as a whole.
Yeah, tonight was a hard one. I didn't have what I wanted to have to compete for a win. I really wanted to go out there and either lead a lap or win a race, and show everyone that I'm a deserving champion. But sadly, we just didn't have that pace. We kind of burnt the tires on this Toyota Camry just a little too much every run. Couldn't really hold it near the end. We had a good short run, but long run we just fell off. And as you saw tonight, only one caution leads to very long runs, and sadly we fell off at the end of it. But as a season as a whole, this has been probably my most consistent season I've ever had in iRacing, in any league ever. A lot of top 10s. I will be 20 on the season now with that 7th. 3 wins, a lot of exposure, top 5s, a lot of podiums. Just consistency all season long helped me kind of keep the ball rolling once we hit the chase. And once we got to the chase, the Petty Engineering Toyota Camry never really slowed down. We kept the same pace we had in the regular season. I wish we had done that in season 2. Maybe we could be talking to you as back-to-backs, but we finally got it.
Definitely, and just anyone else you don't want to thank for this championship, but also just the season as a whole.
Yeah, I want to thank Petty Engineering, Fanuc Robotics, Siemens, Mitsubishi Electronics, Beckhoff, all the partners at Hoff Performance. And I look forward to going into the trucks next season. And of course, I got to thank Eric Cartman for an amazing season up on the spotter stand. And he will be back for next season. And I can't wait for trucks. We'll be running Rams, and we'll see if we can bring Ram a victory and a championship.
Definitely. Well, congrats on your championship tonight, and congrats on the great season as a whole. And you had also a pretty good, decent finish in 7th place here tonight as well. But we'll see you next season in the Truck Series.
See you next season, Talon. Can't wait to have you on the booth again.
Yeah, of course. So Sam Hoff in 7th place, but more importantly, he's a season 3 champion. I think that might be probably his worst finish in the chase. I'll have to check that real quick, but it may be. Let me double check that real quick. Yeah, actually it was. It was his worst finish in the chase, and tied for 7th right there. So bad night even for Sam Hoff, having, obviously we just saw right there during his interview, having a wreck there and staying out there, but having his worst finish in the chase, tied right there, and still the race for him. But Isaiah Walters winning here tonight. 2nd win of the season, drag racing, turn the walks at the end. Speak to him in a few moments' time. Hello, Isaiah, you got a copy?
Hello.
So you pick up your 2nd win of the season in dramatic fashion. Photo finish pretty much there between you and Daniel Molnix. What were you kind of thinking those last 2 laps? And you think you had a chance at the end, or you just hoping he would maybe make a mistake, or what happened?
I think I had a chance the whole race. It was really just about bringing it home clean. I was getting live updates on points, and as far as I knew, I just needed a 0x race and a tiebreaker to get it. So I'm glad that worked out the way it did.
Yeah, definitely. So talk about the pit stop strategy there at the end, kind of being a little earlier than I expected, a little bit more closer to kind of I think you had 15 laps on your tires there before you came down pit lane. Obviously that kind of strategy there on the last pit stop.
Pit road was all just about pit road entry. If you didn't speed, you were fine. At the end, we took 4 because we didn't think it's just going to last the whole run, and it didn't. Jared took 2, and we passed him a few laps to spare. So
definitely. Well, you had a great season overall there for you. Obviously, capping off here with a win at Texas. Anyone I think for tonight's win, and also the season overall.
I'd like to thank my teammates for a good season. I'd like to thank my designer, JV Designs, for a good-looking car. Glad to put it in the victory lane again, and it's a good league to race in. Thank you.
Well, congrats on your win here tonight, and we'll see you next season in the Truck Series.
Thank you.
So as Isaiah Walters, our race winner, and we'll bring our 2nd place finisher 13 thousandths of a second short of picking up the last win in the ARCA Series, Daniel Molnix. So Daniel, got a copy?
Yeah, I got you.
You round off in second here tonight. Dramatic fashion there late.
Yeah.
What do you think you could have done differently there to maybe be Victor Lane here tonight?
I don't know. I mean, had I protected the bottom, I mean, he could have just, Isaiah could have just moved me, but, because I did, it was unintentional, but I did move him for a win at Vegas really early on in the season. So I thought about that, and I was like, I'll give him the bottom and see if he can, make it work. And then down the backstretch, Connor went with him. So, I mean, still, all in all, arguably, I believe I had the fastest car all night. So I can't complain with second. I mean, race deck, we finished top 3 tonight. We all worked great together. So great season. Well, yeah, great season. All in all, I'm not sure how many wins as a team we got, but I think I got 5, so 7. I had 10. I don't know, 12 wins or so maybe as a team. So, all around great season. Yeah, just come up a little bit short at the end. That's all.
Yeah, so great into the season. You won last week at Auto Club and second here tonight. So great into the season there. Anyone I thank for tonight's race and also just kind of the season as a whole?
Connor and Isaiah, everybody at Race Tech, but a little bit more of a hats off to Connor. He reached out to me last off season and was like, hey, I'm putting a team together. Do you want to run with me? And, here I am. And I've tried to, help Isaiah and Michael and even Connor, here and there with some tips and tricks of things I do. And the results definitely show the improvement there. So, yeah, if we all stick together, I mean, we'll be tough to beat again next season too.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. Well, congrats on your second here tonight at Texas and your 7th in the championship as well. We'll see you next season for the Truck Series.
All right, thank you.
So it's Daniel Mullenix and the 21 machine finishing in 2nd and 7th in the championship. Connor Zabosian to be in that 3rd place position. 45 machine, just at the tail end of this one, pushed pretty much Isaiah Walters to the race win. And he's going to round up in, looks like to be 6th in the championship as well. Oh, Connor, you got a copy?
Yeah, I gotcha.
So you round yourself off in the 3rd place in the finale here tonight at Texas. Talk us through those kind of last few laps. It seemed like you kind of just pushed Isaiah Walters side by side there with Daniel Mullenix, both your teammates there. Kind of watch that show in front of you.
Yeah, kind of started out as a alright race. I mean, I hate Texas. I'm not very good at Texas, so I wasn't necessarily looking forward to this one, but I kind of figured something out. Well, before that, I screwed up my fuel mileage, so I ran out of fuel entering the pits and lost quite a bit of track time, but over the time I had by myself, I kind of figured some stuff out about the track and figured my line out and made some actually good pace and started running everyone back down. And we got that caution, which brought me right back to them, and that kind of helped out from there. So I know I knew I didn't really have a shot at getting around those two with 10 laps to go maybe. So I was just going to make sure that we were able to catch Jared and get around it and get the 1, 2, 3 for race deck.
Yeah, definitely. Well, pick up 3rd here tonight and you're 6th in the championship. And you want to thank anyone you thank for tonight's great run and also season overall.
Yeah, I got to thank Moran Chevrolet, McQuaid Heating and Cooling, Painter Supply, PPG, Michigan Independent Door Company, The Pleasure Zone, and Dynamite Machining. And then all the guys at Race Deck, we work pretty well together, and I'm thrilled to have the team we had this season.
Well, congrats on your 3rd place here tonight. We'll see you next season for the Truck Series.
Thank you.
So as Connors was in our third place driver, excuse me, as we'll bring in our fourth place driver here of Jared Skinner, who topped it off only on fuel. Maybe hope for some dramatic fashion battling behind him, but just didn't play out for him. Bring him in here and talk to him. Jared, you got a copy?
Yes, sir. How are you?
Pretty good. And you round yourself off in the fourth place here and also second in the championship as well. That last pit stop there, you took fuel only, it looks like. But was that kind of the game plan from the get-go when that caution kind of first came out? You kind of had that in the back of your head?
I wasn't really sure what was going to happen after that caution came out. I was debating even staying out during that caution, but just kind of followed what Daniel and Isaiah did and knew that I was going to have to pit no matter how much I saved. And I wasn't sure, should I take 2, should I take 4, or should I just go ahead with fuel? And I just went ahead with fuel, hoping that the tire fall off from those guys would be a lot worse and then just even out with mine. But didn't happen, but still happy with a top 5.
Yeah, obviously finishing second in the championship as well, great result. And you want to speak to kind of like the season you had in Chase and also the season as a whole?
Yeah, it was a pretty good season overall. It had its ups and downs. Downs when you couldn't afford it, but the ups were pretty good. Had a win, almost had a second win. Overall, it was a fun chase. Got knocked out at New Hampshire, and that pretty much sealed the fate for the most part, unless Sam had some bad races. But I had a blast. It was fun racing with these guys, and I'm looking forward to next season.
Yeah, definitely. Well, anyone you think for tonight's great run and also season as a whole?
Yeah, everybody at Juicy Spider Gaming, Nick Hapiak, Mike Morgan, Donnie Kite, Hunter Senior, Josh Adams, Craig Martin, you guys at LRN, SAC, Bubba Myers Designs, and shout out to Blake Hutchinson.
Well, congrats on your fourth here tonight at Texas and second in the championship. We'll see you next season in the Truck Series.
Appreciate it.
So it was Jared Skinner in fourth place, finishing second in the championship as well. So and it looks like Skylar Jones not in the interview room, so it won't be the fourth. Well, I guess we interviewed 5 drivers right there. But anyways, overall, a great fun race here tonight at Texas Motor Speedway. Under the lights here, and we had one caution there on a little under 50 laps to go, which kind of made some things interesting. Some tire strategy came into play there as well, so kind of spiced things up just a little bit. So overall, a fun race tonight, like I mentioned, and like I mentioned, we're going to truck racing next time we are here. I think I can check real quick when the season starts. I believe in June. Real quick here. June 3rd is when the duels start, so about a month, that's about 5 weeks, 5-week break in between here in the first race of the season. So up next on the Legends Racing Network, though, we have Bonehead Racing League Friday night. It's going to be at 8:40 p.m. Eastern Time, and be the it'll be the trucks at, looks like Charlotte Motor Speedway on May 1st. So Friday night should be a fun one there. 133 laps. So I think that's I think that is a full length truck race right there. They have their championship as well as a playoff format there. 7 races. We're only broadcasting those last 7 races due to I think they had the broadcast other partner had some stuff come up, so we will be broadcasting those drivers there in the Bonehead Racing League Friday night, and also the Top Tier Racing League as well. They go to Top Tier Racing, excuse me. O'Reilly Series goes to Texas next week, Tuesday night at 8:15 Eastern Time, in the O'Reilly Cars as well. So we'll see you guys next time here on Legends Racing Network.